Leadership is granted at several levels in the hierarchy, but at the same time, individual leadership is imperative. The leader is the figurative spokesman, the ultimate coordinator, the chief participant in decisions as to goals, the principal change content, and the model to the organization.
What is leading? Leading is setting up direction and influencing others to pursue that direction. However, this definition is not as plain as it sounds, as leadership has many variants and diverse areas of emphasis. Guiding, directing, and motivating people toward a single objective or vision is referred to as leading. It entails choosing a plan of action, inspiring others, making choices, and offering assistance and encouragement in order to accomplish goals. What is leadership? Leadership functions are linked to goal accomplishment and to the maintenance and strengthening of the members of the organization. Leadership is not the activity of an individual alone. In a large organization, it becomes a joint activity. No sole individual can meet the great demands of work working out the entire organization. Effective communication, empathy, strategic thinking, and the capacity to encourage and develop people within a team or organization are just a few of the traits and abilities that makes up leadership. There's a difference between leading and leadership. Leading usually entails taking action or being in a position of power or influence. Examples of such activities include leading a team, leading a discussion, or leading a project. Leadership, on the other hand, is the general term that refers to the traits, attitudes, and deeds connected to directing and motivating people toward a shared objective. It, en- it, it encompasses attributes like motivation, communication, vision, and decision making, and it may be demonstrated by people in a variety of settings and professions. To put it simply, leading refers to a particular activity, whereas leadership is a more general notion that includes all of the traits and behaviors required to effectively lead others.
Leading versus managing. It is significant to be apparent that leading and managing are both appreciable essential. In order to furnish emphasis on the need for leadership does mean that management's value must be minimized. Leading and managing engages two unlike processes, but it does not follow that they require different and separate people. In truth, the same person can exhibit valuable managerial process and leadership process. Here is the comparison between leadership and management. The definition of leadership means the ability of an individual to influence, motivate, and enable others to contribute toward the effectiveness and success of the organization of which they are members. Leadership is the act of influencing others to achieve a shared goal. It goes beyond authority to inspire, guide, and empower individuals. Effective leaders have a mix of traits, skills, and behaviors to handle challenges, make decisions, and build strong relationships within their teams or organization. The definition of management is compromises directing and controlling a group of one or more people or entities for the purpose of coordinating and harmonizing that group towards accomplishing a goal. While management involves planning, organizing, directing, and controlling resources to achieve organizational goals efficiently. It includes overseeing daily operations, ensuring tasks are completed timely as per objectives. Personality styles are often called brilliant and mercurial with great charisma, yet they are also often seen as loners and private people. They are comfortable taking risks, sometimes seemingly wild and crazy risks. Almost leaders have high levels imagination. Personality styles of leadership are determined by individuals' inherent traits, characteristics, and preferences. Effective leadership entails utilizing strengths, improving weaknesses, and adjusting to diverse situations. Leadership effectiveness is influenced by personality traits, skills, experiences, values, and situational factors. In management, they tend to be rational under control problem solvers. They often focus on goals, structures, personnel, and our availability of resources. Managers lean toward persistence, all strong will, analysis, and of intelligence. Personality style of management are based on individuals' inherent traits and preferences, influencing how they lead teams. Managers often exhibit a combination of these styles depending on the situation and organizational culture. Effective management involves understanding one's own style, recognizing strengths and limitations, and adapting leaderships to meet team needs and organizational goals. Orientation. Leaderships are people-oriented. The orientation of leadership encompasses the beliefs, values, and priorities that guide the leader's action and interactions with others. It shapes how leaders perceive their role, responsibilities, and relationship within their organizations or team, while the management are task-oriented. The orientation of management encompasses the philosophy, perspective, and approach that guide managers in carrying out their responsibilities and interacting with their teams. It includes fundamental beliefs, values, and priorities that shape how managers perceive their role, objectives, and relationships within the organizational context. Focus. The focus of leadership is leading people. The focus of leadership involves where a leader directs their attentions, efforts, and energies to achieve goals effectively. This focus can be influenced by factors such as leader's personality, the organizational context, and specific challenges or opportunities encountered. While the management focuses on managing work, the focus of management pertains to the key areas of attention, activities, and priorities that managers prioritize to achieve organizational goals. This focus can be differ depending on factors like organization's nature, industry, and management philosophy. The outcomes for leadership are achievements. Leadership's outcomes includes results, impacts, and effects achieved by leaders through their actions, decision, and influence on individuals, teams, and organizations. Effective leadership can bring out positive outcomes, tangible and intangible, contributing to organizational success, growth, and sustainability. While in management, their outcomes is the results. Management outcomes includes results, impacts, and effects achieved by managers through planning, organizing, directing, and controlling resources in an organization. These are activities aimed to reach organizational goals, optimize performance, and ensure efficient resource utilization. Approach to task. Leadership simply look at problems and devise new creative solutions. Using their charisma and commitment, they excite, motivate, and focus others to solve problems and excel oriented. The approach to task of leadership involves employing strategies, methods, and techniques to achieve desired outcomes. There are various approaches to leadership based on the situation, context, and organizational needs. In management, create strategies, policies, and methods to create teams and ideas that combine to operate smoothly. They empower people by soliciting their views, values, and principles. They believe that this combination reduces inherent risk and generates success. The approach to task by management includes strategies, methods, and techniques used by managers to achieve organizational goals. Management encompasses planning, organizing, directing, and controlling resources to ensure efficiency and effectiveness in reaching objectives of goals. Approach to risk. Leaderships are risk-taking. Leadership's approach to risk involves identifying, assessing, and managing risk to achieve organizational goals. Risk is integral to leadership, requiring decisions in uncertain environments with potential rewards and negative consequences. Effective leaders use a proactive and strategic approach, balancing risk taking and risk mitigation to reach desired outcomes while minimizing adverse impacts. While management are risk averse, risk in management encompasses strategies, methods, and techniques used by managers to identify, assess, and manage risk within organization. This is crucial for achieving objectives and minimizing negative impacts in dynamic and uncertain environments where risk can emerge from different sources. Role in decision making. Leaderships are facilitative. Leadership is crucial in organizational decision making, within leaders having a significant impacts on shaping decisions that impact the organization's direction and success. While management are involved, management is essential for decision making in organizations. Managers are responsible for planning, organizing, directing, and controlling resources impacting operations and success. Styles. Leadership are transformational, consultative, and participative. Different leadership styles can be effective in various situations, depending on factors such as organizational culture, the nature of the task, and the characteristics of the follower. While management is dictatorial, authoritative, transactional, autocratic, conservative, and democratic. Different management styles can be effective based on organizational culture, work nature, and employee characteristics. Power through leaderships has charisma and influence. Power through leadership refers to the ability of a leader to influence others and affect change within an organization or group. Leadership power can be derived from various sources and manifests in different forms. While in management, formal authority and position. Power through management is the capacity of managers to influence and control organizational resources, processes, and outcomes to reach goals. This power can stem from different sources and appear in diverse ways. Organization. In leadership, leaders have followers. The organization of leadership involves a structure, roles, and processes within an organization to enable effective leadership at all levels. It includes distributing leadership responsibilities, developing leadership skills, and creating a supportive environment for leadership growth and effectiveness. While in management, manager has subordinates. The organization of management involves a structure, roles, and process within an organization to achieve goals. It includes distributing responsibilities, developing skills, and creating a supportive environment for effective management practices. Leadership has appeal to heart. An appeal to the heart of leadership highlights the emotional and human-centered elements of leading, aiming to inspire, motivate, and form connections on a profound level. This approach involves leveraging emotions, values, and purpose to involve their and rally individuals towards a common vision or objective. While management has an appeal to head. An appeal to the head of management emphasizes rationality, logic, and analytical thinking to impact decision making and enhance organizational effectiveness. This approach entails providing facts, data, and reasoned arguments to bolster proposals, strategies, and initiatives.
The leadership use of power and authority. Leaders, through their power and authority, persuade people to do things. Power is the ability to influence decision and control resources. People with power typically have the likelihood to use influence often. Charm and tolerate can assist attain power. Leaders employ diverse types of power to influence other people. The following are some types of power being used by leaders, which are legitimate power. It is the authentic right of a leader to make certain types of requests to tell others what to do. Legitimate power refers to authority granted to individuals or groups based on their position or title within an organization or social structure. Coercive power. This is the ability of the leader to penalize others. Coercive power is a type of authority that is based on the ability to punish or impose negative consequences on others for disobedience or unacceptable behavior. Unlike reward power, which provides incentives that are beneficial, coercive power works by creating fear of consequences or penalties. Expert power. This power stems on the special knowledge, skills, expertise the leader possesses. Expert power is a type of influence that comes from an individual's knowledge, expertise, or skills in a specific topic. It depends on the idea that someone possesses specialized knowledge, insights, or qualities that others find relevant to their objectives or duties. Referent power. It is the ability to control based on faithfulness to leaders and the group members' aspiration to delight the person. Referent power is a sort of influence based on an individual's personal traits, charisma, or attractiveness. It is based on others' admiration, respect, or relationship with that person, not on any official authority or skill they hold. Referent power is built on interpersonal interaction and is frequently viewed as more voluntary and mutual.
Information power is defined as the influence or authority that comes from controlling access to valuable information or knowledge. Individuals or groups with information power have an advantage in strategy because they have access to data, insights, or expertise that other people need to value.
In addition to different kinds of power, leaders may make use of tactics that could influence others to get things completed. Here are some of these dominant tactics. First, leading by example. This means that the leader influences group members by serving as an encouraging model of pleasing behavior. A basic principle of effective leadership is setting a good example, which highlights the idea that deeds speak louder than words. Leaders that lead by example actively model the attitudes, values, and behaviors they want to see in their team or organization, as opposed to just giving orders or expectations. Leading by example entails not only modeling desired behaviors, but also actively interacting with and supporting others' growth and development. This could include giving advice, mentoring, and demonstrating empathy and understanding in interaction with team members. Furthermore, leading by example promotes a culture of accountability and excellence within their organization. When leaders hold themselves to the same standards as others, they foster a sense of fairness and equity, inspiring people to strive for excellence and take responsibility for their action. Finally, leading by example is a powerful leadership strategy that motivates and empowers others to emulate positive behaviors, thereby driving collective success and cultivating a culture of continuous improvement and achievement. Second is leading by values. This means the leader influences group members by expressing and demonstrating values that direct the behavior of others. By embodying their values, they inspire trust and respect among their followers, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose within the organization. Transparency, accountability, and fairness are given to a top priority by leaders who adopt this strategy in their dealings with others. They set an example for their teammates by acting as role models and communicating their ideals in a clear and consistent manner. By living according to their principles, they encourage respect and trust in those they lead, which strengthens the organization's feeling of cohesion and one goal. In the end, leadership by values is about creating an environment of honesty and respect for one another, which promotes long-term success and sustainability rather than just accomplishing short-term goals. It boosts the It boosts team members' sense of fulfillment and purpose and promotes a focus on the larger good. It also improves the performance and reputation of the organization. The leadership idea of leading by values prioritize integrity, honesty, and ethical behavior as the fundamental components of successful leadership. It entails coordinating decisions and activities with a set of fundamental ideals that represent the values and convictions of the leader. Leaders who embrace this approach prioritize transparency, accountability, and fairness in their interaction with others. They communicate their values clearly and consistently, both through words and action, serving as role models by their team members. Third is assertiveness. This means being straightforward in demands. Assertiveness in leadership refers to the ability to express your thoughts, opinions, and expectations in a confident and clear manner while also respecting the perspectives and contribution of others. It involves being decisive, standing firm on principles, and effectively communicating expectations. Assertive leaders inspire trust and respect while maintaining a positive and collaborative work environment. Fourth, rationality. This means application of reason and logic. In leadership, rationality is the ability to make their decision and act on facts, reasoning, and evidence rather than feelings or preconceived notions. It necessitates taking into account multiple viewpoints, balancing benefits and drawbacks, and selecting the best course of action to accomplish objectives and resolve issues. Fifth is ingratiation. This means using political skills so that people shall like the leader. In the context of leadership, ingratiating behavior refers to a leader's use of charm, flattery, or other strategies to gain the respect of their subordinates or superiors. This could include expressing gratitude to people, expressing interest in their opinions, or simply making light-hearted remarks to make a good impression. Although it can be useful in fostering connection, leaders must temper it with truth and Although it can be useful in fostering connection, leader must temper it with truth and authenticity in order to preserve respect and trust. Six is exchange. It is a method of influencing others by offering to give in return if demands are met. Exchange in leadership, often associated with transactional leadership theory, revolves around the idea of a give and take relationship between leaders and followers. In this model, leaders offer rewards or incentives in exchange for followers' compliance with directives or performance expectation. It is a pragmatic approach where rewards, recognition, and punishments are used to motivate and guide followers toward achieving organizational goals. However, it's worth noting that exchange-based leadership focuses more on short-term goals and maintaining the status quo rather than fostering innovation or long-term growth. Coalition formation. A coalition is a special arrangement of parties working together to unite their power to exert more influence on another individual or group. In leadership, coalition formation is the process of forming partnerships or alliance with different people or organization in order to accomplish shared goals. Usually, this process entails compromise, discussion, and the creation of common objectives and values. Using a variety of viewpoints and resources to address difficult problems and promote group action can be a smart strategy. Building trust, managing stakeholder disagreements, and efficient communication are all necessary for coalition creation to be successful. Lastly, joking and kidding. This is effective when a frank statement might be interpreted as unsympathetic criticism. Using humor, jokes, or kidding in leadership can help to foster a positive and engaging environment within a team or organization. Leaders who incorporate humor appropriately can lighten the mood, build rapport, and break down barriers between themselves and their team members. However, it's essential for leaders to be mindful of the context and audience when using humor. As inappropriate or offensive, jokes can have the opposite effect and undermine trust and respect. Overall, a healthy dose of humor can contribute to a more cohesive and productive work environment. Characteristic of a good leader. Leadership effectiveness comes from the mixture of a number of characteristics that could successfully influence other people. Here are the most noted powerful ones. First, drive and passion. Leaders are noted for the sweat they spend in their work and the enthusiasm they have for and work associates. Drive and passion are essential qualities in a good leader. Drive is the motivation and determination to achieve goals, while passion is the intense enthusiasm and commitment for what they do. A leader with drive and passion inspires and energizes their team, fosters innovation, and overcomes obstacles. They lead by example, showing dedication and persistence, which motivates others to excel and achieve success. Second is power and motive. Power motivation is a strong longing to control others and resources and let others do things on one's behalf. The power motive in a good leader refers to their desire to influence others, not for personal gain but to drive positive change and achieve common goals. It involves using power responsibly with integrity and in the service of the greater good rather than self-interest. Good leaders with a strong power motive aim to empower their team, foster collaboration, and inspire others to contribute to the collective success. Third is self-confidence combined with humility. Self-confident leaders mirrors an image that encourages subordinates to have faith in them. When combined with humility, which put other people in the limelight, the leader becomes more influential. Self-confidence combined with humility in a good leader creates a powerful balance. They are secure in their abilities and decisions yet open to feedback, admitting when they don't have all the answers. This blend fosters trust and respect among team members, as the leader's confidence instills assurance while their humility promotes approachability and a willingness to learn and grow. It's about having the self-assurance to lead effectively while remaining grounded and receptive to others' perspective and contributions. Fourth is trustworthiness and honesty. Effective leaders build strong employee trust to gain high productivity and commitment. When a leader is trustworthy, it means they can be relied upon to act with integrity, keep promises, and be transparent in their action. Honesty involves being truthful, sincere, and forthright in communication and decision making. Leaders who embody these qualities foster an environment of respect, loyalty, and accountability among their team members. They inspire trust and confidence, enabling effective collaboration and problem solving. Ultimately, trustworthiness and honesty are essential for building strong relationships, maintaining credibility, and achieving long-term success as a leader.
Good intellectual ability, knowledge, and technical competence. Effective leaders are good problem solvers and knowledgeable about the business or technology for which they are accountable. They mix academic intelligence with practical ability. Having good intellectual ability, knowledge, and technical competence is highly valuable in various aspects of life, including education, career, personal development, and problem solving. Overall, the combination of intellectual ability, knowledge, and technical competence forms a powerful toolkit for personal and professional access. Sense of humor. Humor eases pressure and monotony, neutralizes unfriendliness, and helps build relationships among employees in the workplace. A good sense of humor can help leaders connect with their teammates, diffuse tension, and foster a positive work environment. Emotional intelligence. Effective leaders show good emotional intelligence, which is the ability to manage themselves and their relationships effectively. Emotional intelligence includes traits and behaviors such as self confidence, empathy, passion for task, and visionary leadership. Emotional intelligence is defined as the ability to identify, understand, manage, and effectively express one's own emotion, as well as to recognize, understand, and influence the feelings of others. Leadership efficacy. Leadership efficacy refers to a specific form of efficacy or feeling effective associated with the level of confidence in the knowledge, skills, and abilities associated with leading others. Leadership efficacy refers to a leader's belief in their capability to effectively lead, influence, and achieve desired outcomes. It's the confidence a leader has in their ability to mobilize and guide others toward achieving organizational goals and objectives.
Behavior and skills of effective leaders. Leaders must have certain behaviors and skills to be effective and not just completely rely on traits alone. In reality, leaders are neither born nor made, but they are a combination of genetic predisposition and learning. Effective leaders have the following behaviors and skills. Number one, adaptable to the situation. Adaptability is the ability of a leader to function effectively in different situations. The ability to assess people and situations and adapt tactics accordingly in, a, in an essential leadership behavior. A key component of good leadership is adaptability, which calls on leaders to evaluate people and circumstances and modify their approaches accordingly in order to operate in a variety of contexts. Number two, establishes a direction and demands high standards of performance from group members. Leader must direct the organization he is leading in the right direction or work with them to find out what the organization should be doing. The path of an organization is ultimately determined by the leader's guidance or collaboration, and this is result in a distinct future vision. Number three, visible and maintains a social presence. In order to create an impact, as a good leader is to be always visible to organizational members and maintains presence. The impact of a successful leaders is attained through maintaining constant visibility to members of the organization, facilitating communication, establishing a calm atmosphere from problem solving, and encouraging opportunities for coaching inside the company. Number four, provides emotional support to organizational members. An effective leader usually gives encouragement and support. The emotional support improves morale and productivity. An excellent leader typically offers assistance and motivation. Productivity and morale are raised by the emotional support. A leader who is warm and empathetic toward others naturally provides emotional support. Number five, gives feedback and accept feedback. The leader can influence the behavior of organizational members with appropriate performance feedback by providing proper performance evaluation. The leader can affect how people of the organization behave. Two benefits come with feedback. Employee performance is reported to them, allowing for the correction of incorrect behaviors. Furthermore, encouraging remarks encourage subordinates to keep up the good effort. 6. Plays the role of servant leader. Effective leaders believe that their chief mission is to serve the needs of people under their leadership. The ability to help others is their gauge in being effective. Successful leaders put their followers' needs first. They show this by being patient, truthful, attentive listeners, and possessing a high degree of integrity, all of which are factors in their overall success.